Hey, everybody. Hopefully, we'll have some people join. I am actually putting on right now my reading glasses so I can read. Welcome to anyone who has joined us. And I am so happy to be here with you all. Seriously, I'm so happy to be with all of you here, and it has been one of my more challenging weeks. So first of all, if you're joining us, then let us know who you are. Just give us a hello in the comments if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, and also let us know what you're working on today. So happy to be here because I had this was one of my migraine weeks, unfortunately. So I have pretty much been in bed for probably the last like 3.5 days. So it was not fun at all. And I think the worst thing about it is that I got nearly nothing done. So I am happy to be here sprinting with all of you and getting things done, and hopefully you all can get some things done also. Let me put the timer on. Ah, is that the time? Yes, we did. Okay, there you go. So we are doing 4 20-minute sprints and 5-minute breaks. So 20-minute sprints are for whatever you want to do. If you want to do writing stuff, non writing stuff, errands, whatever you want to do, we are here for you. 5-minute breaks are for bio breaks, drinks, snacks, just chatting, stretching, whatever you want to do. So we are here, and let's see who is with us and what everyone is working on. So, Lindsay, let me see. Did I say that right? Is it Lindsay or Lindsay? Please let me know if I said it right. Hey to you too. Happy that you're here. I have a few more admin things to wrap up and then some writing. Yes, yes. I will be working also on a lot of admin stuff. I've got a series that I'm relaunching next month. And so I have like a lot of stuff that I need to do. I'm actually doing kind of what Sarah suggests in Publish and Thrive, which is kind of going into, especially with the relaunching a series, going into kind of all the metadata. So I've got the new covers up, not up, but I've got the new covers all ready to go for all 4 books. I did the blurbs, redid the blurbs, and got some great feedback. So if anybody is on here and gave me some great feedback on Publish and Thrive when I posted those several months ago, thank you very much for that. And now I'm kind of working on the back matter, just kind of looking at the back matter and seeing, is there something I need to add? Is there something I have to replace? Definitely looking especially at the excerpts and seeing that if the excerpts are up to par. And I'm pretty much switching out all the excerpts that I do at the back of the book, so which is a good thing. Just kind of really doing all of that stuff. Hello, Lindsay. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's the migraines are, it's just like, been there, done that, been doing this for like freaking 30 years. So it's just like, I know exactly what the pattern is. So it's all good. It's all good. So I'm happy to be here. Hello, Angela. Wonderful to see you. Hopefully you're feeling better because I know that you had kind of some shakiness. I think it was Wednesday. I think it was. It says, yes, you did. Lindsay also says, I really need to update the back matter on my books. Yeah. Yeah. Back matter, it's tricky because it's like, it's sort of, uh, change it, especially if you're running a series, because, it changes with every book. So it's kind of like, you always have to remember to go back and change stuff. So it's tricky. It's tricky. But one of the tricks that I think was published in Publish and Thrive was not to put, the page. A lot of authors put the page of also, but also by Tam May or something like that, and then they list all of their books. So I think one of the suggestions that Sarah gave in her course was not to do that and just to kind of focus on the next book in the series. And I think that's really smart because, when if you put your list of books, then you have to go back every single time you're publishing a new book and update it, and it's just a lot of work. Whereas, if you're kind of putting, if you're putting like in the bio, for example, the link to your website anyway, and you've got your book page there, then people can go and see what else you've got. So I think it's just a really, really smart idea. Let's see. Lindsay says, I really like the suggestion, that suggestion as well. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, and I think it was only like uh, in like last year that I did that I took out that page, and which was right on time because last year I published books 3 and 4 of my series, so it's like that kind of saved me a lot of time. So but yeah, but it can definitely be a challenge to remember to update the back matter. And I actually didn't think about updating the excerpts. And then I looked at the read through, just the way that Sarah suggests doing it. And it was a real eye opener because I saw, especially for book like 3, from book 3, for book 1 to 2, read through was meh. So I have to, kind of figure out what's going on there, but it's probably more, but hopefully, the relaunch will help that. Read through from book 2 to 3 was actually fabulous. It was really good. Read through from book 3 to 4, though, is really low. And so I'm definitely going to have to figure out what is going on with the read through from book 3 to 4. So we're going to have to see what happens there. Let's see. How, Shirley? Hello. Yes, you made it. And we are very, very happy that you're here. And anybody who is with us, and just, you can pop into the chat, let us know you're here, let us know what you are working on. We are going to get started with sprint number 1. So let's go into it. 20 minutes on the clock, whatever you need to do. Writing, non-writing, it does not matter. We are here to make progress, and we are here to give you a thumbs up and support you. I will see you all in 20 minutes. Okay, I think that was a little bit loud, so I turned down the volume and let's get the timer going for the break. First sprint is done. How did you all do? What did you all get done? I Oh, I forgot to put the banner. There we go. Okay, and I've got it just like where it needs to be. Okay, there we go. 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. So I started with book number 3, going into the back matter, and now I've got kind of a couple of excerpts that are going to be possible, and now I just have to choose which one I want to put in there, and then I get to do all the fun formatting stuff. So fun, fun, fun. Hello, Brandy. So glad that you could make it. I hope you are feeling better. And Lindsay says hello to Shirley. Yes, we are all glad to see you. We're glad to see everybody. AR, hi, AR Hines. Wonderful that you could join us as well. Love seeing all the people here. Yeah, Melanie, hello, Melanie. We'll jump in on the next rounds, finishing up lunch. Yes, lunch is very important. So, yeah, definitely. And Molly says, oh, okay, yes, yes, I also, yes, and also hopefully Angela. We're hoping Angela's feeling better and Brandy's feeling better. So, yeah, I think it's the time of year that reading losses, there we go. I think it's a time of year where it's kind of like, everything is just kind of going crazy, and a lot of people, have like, are dealing with a lot of if you have things like chronic pain and anxiety and that kind of stuff, it just kind of it steps up a notch when we're in this transitional phase into fall. Plus, we should not forget it is Mercury retrograde, and y'all can't tell me Mercury retrograde is not a thing, because hello, Facebook, Instagram. When Facebook and Instagram, I was texting my sister, who is not a social media fan at all. She's not a social media fan at all. She took herself off of Facebook. She's not on Instagram, not on social media at all. And I texted her and I said, Facebook is down. It's been down for 4 hours. It's the end of the world. I mean, it's really, sometimes it feels like that. It's like when social media is down, it's, yeah, and you come to rely on it. It's like really the end of the world. Brandy says, I just about jumped out of my chair. Oh, I am awake, I promise. Is it because of the volume of the alarm? And I'm sorry about that. And I did turn it down, though. I promise I did turn it down, so it doesn't make so it doesn't, because it made me jump out of my chair too. So Angela says, I started the washer and dryer. Excellent. And also made refrigerator pickles. Ooh, yummy. Very yummy. My grandmother used to make homemade pickles, and she did it with it was she did kind of a sweet and sour thing, with vinegar more than like the salt and the water. They're really good. I always love them. Shirley says, I made a mug of tea and starting my book launch brain dump. Excellent. Wonderful. Yes, I am definitely needing. Yeah, I did my launch brain dump for the relaunch of my series, and Sarah's videos also really helped me with that as well. So, and just as depends on when you ask me, Melanie. I don't always feel like there's something behind my eye. Okay, well that's good. But it's often enough to be annoying. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Angela. Yeah, I totally get that feeling. Though. I totally get that feeling. It's kind of like, yeah, and it's kind of, that's kind of what happens when like my migraines start to, decrease, and it's to the point where it's like 98% gone, but there's that like 2% that is just sitting there and just kind of saying, we're not going away, we're going to be here. So and it's just annoying. It's not like, debilitating, but it's just annoying. Brandy says, it's okay, I had you in the background and had to find you. Okay, I gotcha. So we have about 40 seconds to go for our second 20-minute sprint. and hopefully everybody's going to be making some progress. I'm going to be also making some tea after this break, and I have actually moved to. I'm trying to kind of move toward tea rather than coffee because I think that coffee, there's something in the coffee, even when I take like the decaf, there's something in the coffee that I think just kind of might affect my migraines. So I'm trying to kind of move away from that, and I'm doing instead like the Swiss process. They call it Swiss water processed green tea, like loose leaf green tea. So, and the Swiss water process is supposed to be like, I think like 97% or 98% decaf or caffeine free, something like that. So it's like really, really low decaf. And so I'm trying to move to that and seeing hopefully if that's going to help. So, okay, let's get into sprint number 2. Put it to 20 minutes on the clock, whatever you need to do. We are here to support you, whatever you want to get done. I will see you all in 20 minutes. we're halfway done. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for y'all. And let's see. Let me get all my ducks in a row here. So let's get the 5-minute timer on. So how did you do? And what did you get done? Let us know. It's all progress. It's all progress. So whatever you are doing, I finished updating all the back matter in vellum for book 3 of my series. I chose an excerpt that I'm really happy about. So I think it's just going to work out much better. And so now I'm on to book 4, which is the last book, looking at all the back matter and all that. So hopefully next sprint I can get that done. We are halfway through our sprints, by the way. So let's see what we have here. Okay. Lindsay says, sorry, was on the phone, but I'm here now. That's okay. That's okay. Phone calls is definitely making progress. If you can make progress, especially if you're like, on one of those, on like a customer service call and you've been on hold for, God knows how much. If you're talking to somebody, then that's making a lot of progress. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Angela says, I'm sure I did something besides take out the trash, but I'm not sure what. That's okay, Angela. That's okay. Taking out the trash is great too. Absolutely. Taking out the trash is great. In my building, it's like taking out the trash is like going to the other side of the parking lot. So that's definitely progress. Shirley says, working on the brain dump, excellent, and seeing what other things I've saved in my email about launch information. Yes, yes. I've got a folder on my desktop where I've got like a whole bunch of launch information. Now, a lot of it is like, old information because I think launches, I think anything related to like marketing is you have to like you got to update it a lot, so probably a lot of it is old stuff, but it's definitely stuff I'm going to be looking at next year when I launch my new series, because this year I'm not launching a new book at all. I'm just launching just rebranding my series and launching that. So but next year is going to be the year for launches for me. AR says, got my toddler to take a nap. Oh, that's good. A real feat, yes. And a touch of world building. Excellent. Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Melanie says, working on first pass edits. Oh, good. So it's a lot of high level stuff, yes, to make the scenes fit together. Oh, yes. Melanie, I so can relate to that because I am definitely at that point right now. I've got book 3 of my upcoming series, and right now I'm doing like a revision outline and doing really a lot of notes for those revisions so I can like tackle those during nano, and it's going to be a lot of rewriting for me, a lot of rewriting. So I definitely know what you're talking about. Yeah, with the all the high, looking at the high level stuff. But it's also fun. It's also fun, I think, to look at the high level stuff and to really see, for me at least, to really see the story like coming together. Because I think for me that's where I really see it come together, because it's the first draft. It's like I'm writing piece by piece by piece, just kind of piecing it together. And then especially when I go through the book for the revision outline, it's like I see where something doesn't fall into place, where something I went too long about something and shouldn't have, and all that kind of stuff. So hey, Logan, just slipping in and prep-tobering. Excellent, excellent, wonderful. Yes, prep-tobing, definitely a good thing. I'm like totally behind with Sarah's videos on that, so I've got like a long list of videos to watch this weekend. Brandy says, a reading sprint for me. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. Brandy, is it a craft book or is it just a book for fun? Just curious what you're reading. Melanie says, hey, Tam, apartment life means a long trek. Yes, to take out the trash and get the mail. It does. It does. But you know what? There are also a lot of benefits to apartment life. But, sometimes I just think, I just want a house. I want a house and, neighbors like that are like houses apart from me instead of, like wall to wall. But yeah, but it's, I mean, I think there's benefits to this and there's benefits to that as well. So we've got about 20 seconds left before we go into sprint number 3, book for fun. Wonderful, wonderful. That is, it's such a great thing to just kind of like rest your mind with a book for fun. And it's that's definitely something, last year I was really good at reading that kind of stuff and putting it on Goodreads, and I did the whole Goodreads challenge and things like that. This year it's like, forget it. Just cannot do the challenge. It's like I can barely like stumble through a couple of books this year. It's just been a crazy year. Okay, we are going to sprint number 3. So let's get that off. Let's get the 20 minutes on. Whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do, it's all good. It's all good. I will see you all in 20 minutes. Okay, so we are on going into our last sprint. So, first of all, let me know, please, how that went for you. If you got something done, if you just relaxed, it's all good. Let's set the timer. Now, before I forget, because I always forget this, we have sprints coming up for tonight. Let me pull up my, well, first, let me get the damn banner up. There we go. So, let's see. So we've got Rhiannon is up tonight at 9 o'clock EST time or 8 o'clock CST time. So she will be on Facebook and YouTube. That's for the Night Owls. Tomorrow, Saturday, Elizabeth will be on at 9 o'clock in the morning EST, 8 o'clock CST. I will be up on at 1 o'clock this time, basically 1 o'clock EST, 12 o'clock CST for lunchtime sprints, whoever wants to join in. And then Tracy will be up for night owl sprints at 9 o'clock EST, 8 o'clock CST. And also, if you are into Sarah's coffee chats, which she does every Friday, and they're really fun. She just kind of chats about a lot of stuff and answers questions, and it's really, really cool. It is on her. It's not on her Heart Breathings channel. It is on her Sarah Cannon channel, and I actually have the link up because I went right before the break. I went into YouTube and I pulled up just to see if she already had it up, and she does. So I'm just going to put that in the comments for whoever wants to join in. Again, they're just really, really fun. So let's see how y'all did. Okay. Shirley says, listening to crime podcast, awesome, and planning next week. That is so cool. That is so cool. I love all of because I'm writing historical mysteries now. So I love seeing all of this, like things about, like true crime and also for authors specifically. The problem is that it's not for most of them are not for historical mysteries, and it's a different thing. So unfortunately, so if anybody knows of any kind of podcast or website that talks about, especially like police procedure, that kind of stuff, in like historic, in the past, and not, like in the present, please let me know because I'm definitely on the lookout for those. Brandy says, still just reading. I really need to find some work focus though. Well, but you know what? Reading sounds like it's what your mind needs right now, and that is okay. That is okay. Angela says, I started No Plot, No Problem. Yeah, by the founder of NaNoWriMo. Looks like a semi quick book. Awesome. Awesome. Very, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, the NaNoWriMo people are just like amazing. They're just like the way that they've, created like this community of and I think they've been doing it since the 1990s, or I may be shooting a little high on that, but but I think it's since the 1990s. Very, very cool. Very cool. Melanie says, got through another scene and reviewed notes for the next couple to work on. Excellent. Excellent. Sounds like you're making good progress, Melanie. Good for you. Hello, Diane. So wonderful that you could join us. We are going into our last sprint, so you are just in time for that. I got done. I got book number 4 done. I got the back matter, all the back matter, and into vellum for book number 4. And I was like, woo, I'm done. And then I remembered that my standalone historical short story collection has stuff in it that relates to the series, because it's the back matter is getting people, kind of trying to drive people to book 1. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not done yet. So I have to go back into the back matter for the short story collection and see and see what I can do there. So, and we have about 50 seconds left until we get to our very last sprint. So I can't believe it. I have like nothing to talk about, y'all. I'm such a babbler, I just like babble about anything. So it's like, here I am, with absolutely nothing to talk about. Shirley says crime junkie. Yes, I am too. I am too. Especially historical crimes. I love historical true crimes. I love those. And Troy says American Haunting Podcast does sometimes. Okay, cool. I will definitely get that down. I will definitely get that down. And Facebook user says, hello, so glad to be in this room. Time to plot my book for next month. Awesome. True, very, very awesome. You're just in time for our last sprint. Not sure who you are, Facebook user. But you can let us know in the chat if you want to. Angela says he came up with the idea, 2 weeks before they did it. Okay, so very much like me. Right. Melanie says, I love suggestions for crime podcasts as well. Yeah, past or present. Planning a crime thriller series. Awesome. Ooh, would love to know more about that. Logan says, setting a planner for Nano. That is excellent. Something I definitely need to do because I will not get these revisions done if I do not plan for it, definitely. Looks like the first Nano was in 1999. Yes. Yeah, that's what I kind of remembered, Angela. I remembered that Nano because when I was setting up because I've got a writing process course that I'm actually going to be setting up. It's actually going to be a series of courses that I'm setting up for next year. And so I did a little bit of research for Nano, and that's what I remember, that it was sometime in the late 90s that Nano first came up. Okay, we are going into our last sprint, so let's make this one a super, super good one, productive, whatever you're doing, even if you're relaxing. That is totally fine. If you're just chilling and having lunch, that is awesome. We are here to support you, cheer you on. Setting the timer. I will see you all in 20 minutes. is it. We are down. We are finished with these afternoon sprints. So just pop in the comments and let us know how you all did. I finished all of the back matter. Finished all the back matter. It's all in vellum. It's all formatted like it should be. It's ready to upload to KDP, draft to digital, and I'm feeling really good about it. Really highly recommend that if you've got back matter and you have like you put in excerpts from the next book in the series or whatever, next time you go and you update back matter, take a look at the excerpt and see if maybe time to refresh. So but I feel really good about it. So and I'm so glad that you all could join me. I don't think I would have gotten that done without you. And it's been sitting there since like Wednesday morning. So it definitely needed to get done. Let's see. Let's see. We're just going to catch the last of the comments. Here we go. Okay. So Lindsay says, have you tried the Great Detectives present Sherlock Holmes? No, I have not. I will definitely take a look at that. Okay, yeah, this is Melanie explaining to Natalie. Yes, and you know what, Melanie, that was my bad because I didn't put the banner on up. I have a banner up with the link on it, but that's okay. And you know what? Sometimes people just want to, stay anonymous. They don't want to show their name, and that is totally okay. I so totally get that. Dan says my first nano apparently was in 2004. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't remember when my first nano was. I think I want to say like 2001, but I can't quite remember, but it's definitely been a while. Brandy says, thank you for the sprint. You are most welcome, Brandy. And Shirley says, also thank you. You are most welcome. I am always happy to be here. Lindsay says, added 367 words. That is awesome. And let's see. Oh, how sweet. Everybody's saying yay and all that kind of stuff. That's so cool. That's so cool. Sure says, please share the links in my Discord. Yes, I will. I will. I think you're talking. No. Are you talking? I don't know if you're talking to me, if you're talking to somebody else, but if you're talking to me, I definitely will. Lindsay says, also, thank you. You are most welcome. So, thank you, everyone who joined me. And there will be sprints tonight, 9 o'clock. Rhiannon has sprints. And I will be back tomorrow afternoon at this time. So, lunchtime sprints, if you all want to join me. I am so happy to have you all here. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Friday. And hopefully, we can get your weekend kicking off with some great work. Have a great, great Friday, everybody.